Hey guys, this is Ellen, and we're doing the Health Regen challenge again, except this time it's on descendants of hell. And you might be wondering, but Ellen, you've already done descendants of hell without moving, so. And you're right, but trust me, doing this while taking the Health Regen cards is much harder. It's much harder than doing this not moving, I can guarantee you. You see, usually when I do these videos, I do them and I just post the first take, which means that I do them in 1 or 2 tries. This is my 8th try, and I'm taking a shot every time I need to take a health regeneration card. So here we go. So the plan of action is I'm gonna rush artificers because I have already tried doing this with my standard setup, so to speak, and it did not work. It might amuse you to find out that the health regeneration cards, they're so bad. And just the act of taking them, just those levels that we're missing, they're enough to completely wreck your run. And I don't usually, can I say, I don't usually lose runs. And like I said before, I usually do this on my first try or my second try. I don't need to like re-record takes. But this is different. Like if you see my doing this descent to hell but not moving. Oh, here we go. Taking a shot every time. We had some close encounters. It wasn't like that hard. Somehow this is much harder. And it does make sense. For example, right here, instead of taking this beautiful card, which would greatly increase our health, we're taking this. And funnily enough, this is a lot. This is nothing. Of course, we're playing like not just the beta version of a game. We are in the nightly range of the beta of an early access game. So things being unbalanced, it's just part of the package. It's just part of the deal, right? So there's no problem with that. With that said, Lexus, if for some reason you're watching this, please, above the health regeneration cards, buy like, how can I say this? A lot. No, usually I would not have like Genesia picking one out of those trees. But right now it's everything is sort of hard when you know you're gonna be losing a lot of levels to just health regeneration cards. We are sort of lucky here in that that's not being the case, but when it rains, it pours. Let me just say that. Like usually I would take let's say, oh, here we go again. Again, that's another level we're not getting health. Here we go again. Again, another level we're not getting health. See, no, of course I don't need to be doing this, but even if cards are designed to be bad on purpose, which I know one of the moderators talked about low pressure as something being bad by design. Oh my god, here we go again. And I understand. That's part of game design. But even if something is like, of course, I disagree, and I think low pressure is one of the best cards in the game. But this is just a case of agreeing to disagree, different play styles and so on. Doesn't really matter. But still, I think we can all agree that even if cards are designed to be useless, they should not be as bad as the health regeneration cards in this game are. And I'm saying this fully embracing the concept that they might have very niche uses. But I did snuff head before the 75% and nerf on the elites. And yet, I think if we're talking about challenges where a tainted card might see use, I still did not find one there. Oh my god. And also, for example, if you just start a game and take a martyr, which would be very lucky, you would have pretty much more base health regeneration. Well, not base, sorry, you would have more health regeneration than I have spending all of these levels. Just because it takes so long to increase your health regeneration by any meaningful amount. See, now usually videos are curated, right? So you get to watch the video knowing how it ends. If someone does a clickbait title and it's like, can we beat this game doing this, blah 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 blah, you know that it means yes, you can do it. And the video's going to end with the obvious conclusion of you beating the game or, the YouTuber succeeding at a challenge. However, for the sake of honesty, some sort of, I'm not monetizing this video, so I don't really care. It's just for fun. But for the sake of honesty, I will post this video whether I succeed or not. And this is like I said 8th before, right? This is my 9th or 10th attempt on this. Now keep in mind that I never have trouble with, oh my god. I never have trouble with descent into hell. If anything, in my opinion, that's pretty much how the game should be by default. If you have, not by default, but it is how we treat how the game's difficulty curve should be if you have also shop upgrades, because the base game becomes very easy in that situation. So what we're doing is, yes, it's a self-imposed challenge. Yes, it's a mode that some people consider to be very hard. But still, I'm probably one of the players, and I don't mean this as a brag, I'm more like just stating something. Among the active user base, I'm probably one of the best players. I'm not saying I'm one of the best players. There are probably a lot of players better than me who just keep quiet. I'm just saying amongst the active user base playing the beta, I am very likely one of the best players. And this is just a simple fact of deciding to take Health Regen cards, make it an almost impossible challenge. Not impossible, sure, I'm sure that. Here we go. I'm sure that people can do this just fine. But still, hard enough that I consider it to be a significant handicap. Like, look at Black Blood, for example. You're sacrificing a lot of base health, which will be multiplied many times until it becomes dozens of thousands, and in some cases, millions, and in some specific cases, dozens of millions. So this right here is a huge chunk. But nothing in the game multiplies your base health like that, your base health regeneration like that. Sure, you can take the Cursed Belt and then the Troll's Blood, and you have 3% regeneration, but that's still not scaling your base health regeneration. That number is flat. And while there are mods that cards that give you better health regeneration options, I think so. I haven't actually checked them. I just played the base game as it is. If anything, those cards should be like part of the base game. 1.5% regeneration is not a lot. You could easily have that artifact as just a card, and it would still not break the game. Hmm. Here we go. Like, take a look at this. This max health multiplier, I'm missing it. Right. And there are many ways to increase your health. The food craze, saints, shin bone. Killing elites give you food and so on and so forth. Shops. So you do have a certain base amount of, let's say, sustain without the attribute created, oh my god, for sustain. It's just sort of ironic that every way possible in the game of sustaining yourself is better than the one attribute called health regeneration. So it is my opinion that it does need to be critically improved. If I'm being honest, compared to the power creep of the other cards and the soul shop, I'm gonna say something crazy here that a lot of people might disagree. But even if you were to increase the magnitude, like increase an entire order of magnitude of the health regeneration, say instead of 4, I have 40. Even if you were to do that, even if we were to add a 0 to this, we already have 2,000 life. So it would not do much. This is off by several orders of magnitude, not just one. Like here, in this situation, do I take the glass sword or do I not? I feel like, sure, let's take the glass sword. And really, there's nowhere to go from here. I'll probably die in this node. Maybe not, maybe yes. But we'll see. Oh my god. I was planning on taking salaries, but sure. Oh yeah, I need to take a shot. and we are about to die. Oh, that's close, huh? And we're gone. So, of course, did I play perfectly? Not really, no. But my point is, health regeneration needs a lot, a lot of love right now. So, like I said, I would post this whether I succeeded or not. Usually, the titles of these are clickbaits, so I'm gonna make a clickbaity title, and hopefully, I'm not disappointing anyone. More like pointing something in the game that I think needs to be fixed, and that is sort of not much of a priority. But a lot of cards are health regeneration cards, and maybe they were tuned for a game that was very different from this. I've been playing this game from the moment, from very early on, when all we had was just the first world and the worm to kill. But even then, I don't think Health Regen was ever in a good spot, and it definitely is not here. We got to a point where health regeneration was barely denting our health, and we didn't even cross halfway across the first world. So, the answer is yes, probably. I just didn't manage to do it. And I'm sorry if I disappointed you. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a nice one.